Welcome to another edition of Stuff You Don't Usually See. Returning guest, a returning champion, Brooke Littlefield, Assistant Recreation Supervisor. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
Why are you sitting here? What are you here to talk about?
We're here to talk about some of the spring programming that we're going to have out at Litt Creek Nature Center. And we got new programs at Southwood as well.
Okay. So we're going to get into it a little bit for radio. I am going to get you to pull the microphone a little closer so we're in a good spot audio-wise, and I can hear you well. Before we get started, I've become interested in our guests' background and special talents. Like, do you have a special talent or a particular life milestone experience, whether it's meeting somebody or just some odd experience? I'm trying to pull out these interesting chunks from each of the people who come in and sit down.
Oh, that's a fun question.
Yeah.
Interesting life experience.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to go on an archaeological dig when I was in school at A&M. So that was a lot of fun. We were up in Oregon and did that for a little over 8 days, and it was a fun time.
Dinosaurs?
No, not dinosaurs. We actually were looking for stone tools and things like that. So it was really neat.
What'd you find?
We found a lot of discarded old like fish bones and things like that. And I believe it was on the second to the last day that we found a remnants of what we thought was an old stone tool. So that was really neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great to be a part of.
That's perfect. You delivered without knowing that question was coming at you. Nicely done. Okay, so you ready to do this for radio?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Well, thank you and good morning. My guest is Brooke Littlefield. She is Assistant Recreation Supervisor with College Station Parks and Recreation. Brooke, how's it going?
It's going really good. How are you?
Doing very well. Okay, you are here to talk about, I think, spring programs, things coming up at Litt Creek Nature Center. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me all about it. What's coming?
All right. So kicking off in the spring, we're going to bring back some familiar programs for our kiddos, like Walk on the Wild Side, exploring experiments where we'll touch on different topics in nature and the environment and things like that. So we'll get kids outside and exploring and learning as we go. We'll bring back some of our certification classes, like Texas Hunter's Ed, and some of our first aid and wilderness first aid classes as well. And then some of our bigger events that we'll have out there, like our Star Party, Monarch March, and then a new one, Shakespeare in the Park, that we're doing with the Blinn Bryan Theater Troupe.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun.
So I guess you still have plenty of people who come out there for the first time, and I'm guessing are kind of impressed and blown away a little bit by what all they find when they get there.
Well, we hope so. That's our goal every time, is to have people come out and have fun and hopefully just experience something new or just have fun exercising on the trails.
So when you create these programs and you get kids and whomever to participate in them, do you find that they are already sort of wired to enjoy outdoors and these sorts of experiences, or are they coming out here and sort of experiencing these kinds of things for the very first time?
Sometimes it's a pretty even mix. Sometimes we have people who are very experienced outdoors, and then we have those who are, it's fairly new. So we're always excited for both groups, and then anyone in between, because it offers us a chance to learn as well and to get back into it and kind of re-experience it, learning it for the first time.
So when people ask, where do you work and what do you do, what ends up being your sales pitch about Litt Creek Park and Litt Creek Nature Center and the programs and so forth? What do you tell folks?
Yeah, absolutely. Just that it's a fun way to get outside and to explore and to learn along the way. Being outside, it's great fun. It can improve the day just all around. So that's really kind of what we always try to get people out there for.
So if folks want to find out more about the programs that are being offered, where do they go to learn more?
Yeah, absolutely. They can go to the website, cstx.gov, and search Litt Creek. And then they can also come out to Litt Creek. We've got a wonderful staff team out there to talk about the programs and to also talk about the park.
So for people who don't know where Litt Creek Park is, what's the best way to get there?
Yes, so you can continue down Rock Prairie. So it's on Rock Prairie. It's 13600 Rock Prairie Road.
Rock Prairie East.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All
and
right.
so you can come out there and enjoy the park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy enough. And if somebody wants to actually talk to you or communicate by email if they need that level of communication, how do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So my email's blittlefield@cstx.gov. And then office number, I've got 979-764-3725.
Okay, what else is going on out there that we need to know about before we let you go? Because I don't want you to walk out of here and feel like, oh, I wish I had talked about this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have another program, our Shengzhen Meditation in Motion, that's being taught by an outside instructor, Miss Templin. So that's another fun program that's coming back, and we're real excited to have it again.
Oh, I know Miss Templin, and I know that my wife is taking instruction from her, and she knows what she's doing.
Yes, it's a wonderful, wonderful program. It was really fun to watch everyone kind of get into it this semester, so we're excited to have it back.
Yeah, she can get you relaxed. Now, her husband's a little sketch, but Miss Templin is fantastic. Okay, so anything else we need to cover?
I think we're good, yeah, with Lick Creek. And then we've also got, our programs starting back up at Southwood Community Center as well. So we're excited for those.
Do you want a quick pitch on that?
Yeah, for sure. We're bringing back our, our line dancing and Forever Size and our senior programs. So we'll have dances and things like that in the spring. And then we're also bringing back our first aid courses, babysitter, and then basic first aid. And we'll also have bocce ball, which is taught by an outside instructor as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
Having an instructor for bocce ball.
It's a great program. We're real excited about it.
And so if they go to our website, cstx.gov, where do they go from there to find out more about that stuff?
They can go to Southwood Community Center.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So did we do all right?
We did, yeah.
Well, perfect. Well, thanks for visiting with me.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You bet. And thank you guys for letting us come on and talk about the city of College Station. That is stuff you don't usually see. And more to talk about. That was great, though.
Awesome.
The
Thank you so much.
archaeological dig.
Yeah. Oh, it was
That's awesome.
so